SQL operations were discussed at total SQL operations. Everyone done with the SQL operations? How to create a table, how to insert, how to read, how to filter, and how to update table to table copy, creating a table from another table, merging, all this, right? Okay. Python database connection. Python database connection. Python database PDBC is it. Python to connect with any database. Python to connect with the database, we require a module. Python to connect with MySQL. Python to connect with MySQL requires Python to connect with MySQL requires a model by MySQL. Python to connect with Oracle. Python to connect with Oracle requires a model cx_Oracle. Means we opened many databases, MySQL, Oracle, SQL Server, right? So Python with MySQL we require this model. With Oracle we require this model. Python to connect with SQL Server. Python to connect with SQL Server requires a model called PyODBC. External models in Python. External models in Python. What do you mean by external model in Python means? So PyMySQL is a mod. Just let me say PyMySQL. PyMySQL is a module which is not part of Python software. It's a model which we need to download and install it. It is not part of Python software, so we need to download and install it. So what do you mean by external modules in Python means the modules which are not part of Python software. The modules which are not part of Python software. Such models we call them as. You can make a note of these things. The models which are not part of Python software, such models which are not part of Python software, such models are called as external models. External models we need to download and install by using external models. We need to download and install. We need to download and install by using a component called pip. MySQL is an external module which is not part of pipe, so we need to download and install by using. Okay, understood now. What is external module? What is pip? You may ask what is pip, right? It is a package manager. It is a package manager which quickly installs any package which is not part of Python software. So which quickly installs any external packages. Okay. Where can we see this pip? It is available in the installed. It is available in the installed folder of Python. It is available in the installed folder of Python. That is within the C drive. If Python is installed within this Python 39 folder, there is a folder called scripts. Within the scripts, pip is available. Okay, let me show you this. The C drive Python 39 scripts pip is available. You need to understand this. Now, from now, like any external models, how we can install, we can know this pip. Within the C drive, Python 39 folder, right? Scripts folder is there, right? Pip is available, right? And using this pip only, we are going to download and install any Python module which is not okay. Any external module will be installed by using this. Now, installing MySQL, installing MySQL, installing MySQL module. It's an external module, right? MySQL, how we can download and how we can install. Go to command prompt. What is command prompt? So cmd you can type here, and here cd slash means come out of that current directory, right? And now change your directory to which directory? C:/python 39 slash scripts. Enter. Here pip is available, right? Pip install MySQL. For me, it's already installed. It will say requirement already satisfied. Yes. Understood, everyone? Yes. For an installation, before we go, just for example, how will you check whether a particular module is available in your system or not? Whether it is a internal module or external module, which comes along with Python software, or which one? For example, how can you check means go to this IDLE, import MySQL. If it is already available, it won't give any error. Otherwise, it will say module not found error. Module not found error if it is not available. If you want to uninstall this, keep uninstall MySQL. Now it will ask to uninstall. Proceed yes or no? Yes. Why? Enter. Successfully uninstalled, right? Now again go to this IDLE. IDLE, right? Module not found error. I uninstalled, right? Now module is not available. You will get module not found error. Now install it. So if I use the up arrow mark, previously typed command, you will get here. Install. Downloads and install this. Successfully installed by MySQL. Understood, everyone, how to install. Okay. In this way, you can install any module, not only this. Install MySQL, import. You have also installed pandas also, right? Yes, sir. Pip install pandas, pip install numpy. Okay, fine. Matplotlib found this. Next is Python to connect with database. Python to connect this thing is important. Python to connect with the database. We require two objects. We require two objects. Python to connect with database, we require two objects. Connection object. Second is what? Connection object and cursor. Python to connect with database, we require two objects. Connection object and cursor object. Connection object. If we call connect function, if we call connect function, if we call connect function by providing connection parameters, then connection object is created. Then connection object is created. If you call connect function by providing connection parameters, then connection object is created. Means, for example, by mysql.connect, remote host or local host. By mysql.connect, and here localhost host name we should give, means from the same system or different system. If it is different system, we need to give the IP address. Same system, localhost, right? Host is localhost. User equal to username, password. By mysql.connect, host is localhost, user is root, password is root, and the database. We created one database, whether you remember or not. Within the database and use database, we say. In MySQL, we create one database mydb1, mydb2, we have created, right? The database name means in here you are saying that where this table need to be created, in which database, mydb2. And here con, right? Con equal to connection. So here con is the connection object. You can give any name. Yes, CON is the connection object. What is it? Connection. How to create connection object? Connect method you need to follow. And by providing connecting details or connecting parameters. How to connect with the database? With that username, with that password, and with that from where table need to be created means mydb to, and that host is localhost. It's connection object. So Python to connect with database, we require two objects, connection object and cursor object. After cursor object, cursor CUR, right? CURSOR, cursor object. How to create cursor object means on connection object, if we pass on connection object, if we pass connection object, if we pass a cursor method, then cursor object created. Connection object, if we pass cursor method, then cursor object is created. Means very simple. On connection object means CON is the connection object. On the connection object, if I pass a cursor method like this, that's it. Cursor object is created. CUR1. Understand? UN is the connection object. On the connection object, cursor method passed. Then what you are getting? Cursor object. Understood how to create cursor object? Here CUR1 is the cursor object. Here CUR1 is the cursor object. Within the cursor object, we have execute method. Within the cursor object, we have execute method. Within this execute method, we specify any valid SQL query. It gets executed. Within the cursor object CUR1, we have execute method. Within this execute method, we specify any valid SQL query, it gets executed. You specify any valid SQL query, it gets executed, right? Example. Within this cursor one dot execute. Cursor one dot execute SQL query. Any query you can give. Here, the output from the query, the output records from the query will be stored within the cursor one object. Within the cursor one object, right? Here, the output records from the query from the SQL query. Here, the output records from the SQL query will be stored within the cursor one object. Okay, understood, right? So just today, like how we have installed the Python database, how to install a model, Python database connection, Python connecting with MySQL, we require separate models, what is pip, and pip install by MySQL, how to connect with two objects are required, connection object, cursor object. Connection object, very okay. How to create connection object means calling this connect function with this parameters, right? Connection object, cursor object with this, right? We'll see one example first. Import MySQL. Now try to say how to create cursor connection object. Everyone try to say MySQL dot connect. Yes, I want response. Connect. Now what is the first parameter? Host is localhost. Host is localhost. User is
Password root.
password equal to root. Yes. Database. For example, think that there is no database. That also I want to create by writing Python statements only. I want to create a database. Going to the database, creating means everything you can create in database itself. Using Python only, I want to create a database. Think that database not created. So here connection object created. Connection object equal to mysql dot connect. So here I'm writing a comment, creating connection object. Connection object, right? Connection object. That's fine. What is CON here? CON is what? Connection object. Now next creating cursor object. Next is what? Two objects I said. Creating cursor object. Creating cursor object. How to create cursor object? On the connection object, if I pass cursor method like cursor object cur, any name you can use. C1 you can use, cur1 you can use, any name can be given. Cursor one conduct cursor. Now within this cursor one, okay, cursor object created. What is cur1 here? Cursor object, right? Next, cur1 dot execute. Creating a database and a table. cr1.execute, say any valid SQL statement means for creating a database, what is that? Create database name, mydb 6 I'll create. Already 2 is available. mydb 6. Create database mydb 6. And after that, cursor 1 dot execute any valid SQL statement. Create a table, student table. What is the table name? A student table I am creating with name and roll number. Name. What is that? Varchar of 10. What is the size? 10. And name and marks. What is the type? Integer type. So everything close this table and keep in double quotes, right? Cursor 1 dot execute. Okay. Next one more cursor 1 dot execute. Now inserting into this, right? Inserting data into this. What is the command? Yes. Insert into which table? Student. Insert into student values. What are the values? Two values I want to insert. First name is what? Shiva. Shiva. You cannot give a double quote within a double quote. That's why. Single quote. Yes, give single quote, right? Yes. SHIVA Shiva and marks 90. Okay. Fine. Insert into student values Shiva and 90. Next, one more. Blake 70, right? Now observe. Okay, observe this. Insert into student values Shiva 90, Blake. Okay. Double. Huh? Here.
Two close brackets.
Only one only.
One open bracket, one.
Yes. Fine now. Now Blake here also one bracket I need to close, right? Whenever you perform insert operation, right? Compulsory, we need to commit it to permanently save it. What is that? Con dot commit. Con dot is what is the problem? Extra bracket you got here. Here also. Here. Which is the extra one? No, right? Con dot commit to permanently save. Permanently saving. Okay. After this, cursor 1 dot execute. Cursor 1 dot execute. One more. Select star from. Select everything from. STUDENT student, right? So the output of this query will be stored in the cursor 1 object. So apply for loop and get one by one for row in cursor 1 print row. After that cursor 1 dot close connection dot close con dot close. Here you can say print table created successfully. You can say table created table created successfully. And here next, print data inserted successfully. Data inserted successfully, yes. Understood, right? Control S. Okay, find this. Now run this. Run module. Unexpected. Okay, see this password spelling is. Okay, now up to here only the Python statements got executed. Assume here if error got in this line, right? If you got error in this line you assume by this time already table got created, data got inserted, right? Here you got error. Second time, okay, you look just you modify that error and you will execute again, right? This time already table created, again you are creating the same table, again you use error. In that case, you comment these lines. Understood? Otherwise, what happens? Again, you are creating the same table. Understood? If you got error in this last line, but by this time already table got created, data inserted. So next time what you do, keep these statements in comment. Otherwise, next time what error you will get? The table, what is the table name? This database name mydb6 already exists. Otherwise, table name already exists. Say. Now I'm running this, execute this, run module. Okay. So no database selected. Whenever you create a database, you need to say where this table need to be created. Where this table need to be created. Cursor one.execute, yes. Use after creating database mydb6. So here no database is selected, means use this mydb6. And this one you keep in comment because database already created, right? Okay, now run module, right? Run module. Table created successfully, data inserted successfully, and the data retrieved. Now go and check in your database whether really this table got created or not. Okay, just I'm opening this database. Go to this MySQL EM, and here MySQL, and here we can just click this 8.0 command and line. The password is root, and show databases. Show databases is, you see all the mydb6 available, right? Use mydb6, and in that show tables means it will say any tables that we have created, only one table. What is the table name? Student. Select star from student. Select star from student. Okay, data created, right? What from where we did all this? From Python state. Everything gets reflected in the database, right? Understood, everyone? Just take a snap of it and check it. Fine. Yes, sir. If you want, otherwise tomorrow you can make it. You write first.
query.
We'll see multiple examples tomorrow on this database connectivity, creating tables, all that other, everything how to perform from Python level, right? We'll see more examples. I'm stopping here.